Come out of the box.
Hello, YouTube. Cheers. Turn off your flat screens, people. Turn off the television sets and mobile uploads of the inauguration. The basement is giving you what you need to stay away from the TV. Get that classic inaugural coverage that only we can do. We ask today, is it right for celebrities not to accept Donald Trump's invitation? And who the heck is actually going to this Ish Fest anyway? Haha, we going in. Going in. With that being said, let go.
Today's question, people. Is it right for celebrities not to accept the Donald Trump's invitation to the inauguration? And who in the heck is actually going to this fest? Interesting. We figured that was very on point and timely. I gotten a chance to look at some of the celebrities and different musicians and entertainers that turned down the invite, such as 2 Chainz.
Homie.
We spoke on the show previously about T.I.'s comments and him encouraging and urging people not to go, not to even show up to take any pictures, anything.
The homie.
And I think that's exactly correct. You know, at this point, the only voice we do have is that of, action in which we can choose to participate and involve ourselves or not. I think I said this on the last show, in which it is your right as an American not to be a part of what's going on, not to be a part of the inauguration, not to support it in any way, form, or fashion. I respect that. I respect the artists and musicians trying to express themselves in that way. I think it's rare. I haven't done my research on has that ever been done before, where the president-elect has invited, numerous superstars and entertainers, and they all have opted and chose to turn it down.
Can't be very often.
So, yes, I do think the celebrities that chose not to participate are right, and I actually stand behind their decision not to participate. I like the fact that Questlove offered for Chrisette Michele, who chose to actually perform for Donald Trump. He offered to pay her for that day just to stay home, to not go and perform. And I told my man off air, off the show, people have different definitions of what's gangster. We measure all the time and say this is real and this is not. Well, I just want to be the first to speak out about that if no one else does. That's gangster.
That's gangster.
Let my man Bruce holler at y'all.
Let me tell you something. You see, Trump thinks his money can buy anything. Anything. Any black entertainer that entertains this foolishness gives the power to Trump. What power is that? The power to buy a weakened social conscience. Yes. He thinks his money can buy anything. This is how he's lived. This is how he's lived his life. Off daddy's money, paying his way, never finishing a real grade, probably never finishing a real test.
Facts.
Probably buying his driver's license. And when you as a black entertainer go and entertain this foolishness, you give his money the power to buy our social conscience. What do I mean by that? You see, as an entertainer, as a black entertainer, okay? When everybody else around you in the black community is making a statement, and you go up there on stage, there's a small percentage of your fans that'll watch it because of you. They'll tell themselves, it's not a big deal. I can watch it. Chrisette Michele is there. And there's no need to boycott the inauguration. That, in turn, weakens the entire movement. Yeah, you got your bag, Chrisette. You got your bag. But you have, in turn, weakened the entire movement because you allowed Donald Trump to pay you for the weakening of our social conscience. You might as well call yourself the Don King of female black entertainment. You see, Don King is only good at one thing, and that's why we saw him standing by Trump. Don King is only good at exploiting black people for financial gain. That's what he does. He's good at that. He exploits black people for financial gain. The minute that you help to weaken our movement by going to this ish fest, you in turn have made financial gain off the exploitation of our movement and our people. I'm not done. We're talking about 2 Chainz. That's my boy. That's my boy. You see, Chrisette, this is called character. This is called character. There are people who turned it down. There are people who turned down the invitation who have less money than you. You might be strapped for cash. But character is what you do with or without the cash. Your boy 2 Chainz turned down $1 million. And he said that he wanted to go see the White House. He been wanting to see the White House. Been wanting to rock with Obama. Obama never invited. Yes, a dream of his. I guess it's not going to happen because he has character. Your boy Trump actually believes that money can get him out of a situation and money can get others out of a situation. For example, Betsy DeVos. Betsy DeVos has given over $200 million to the Republican Party. You know what she did that for? To get rid of the public schools and put in place private schools. But for that money, you know what she got? She is the Secretary of Education. She's the Secretary of Education, public education, what she wanted to get rid of in the first place. That's what money gets you. That's where Trump lives. That's the world he lives in. That's the hell he dwells in. He thinks money can buy anything, and he bought you. Just like Betsy DeVos bought her place. But 2 Chainz, we love you. I'm not done. Go ahead.
Oh man, so many points to make, so little time. But I can't say that I disagree with anything you said. You know, usually we make this show about us debating a difference of perspective and difference of opinion. But in this particular show, we happen to agree, and that's because we take the same stance and have the same perspective on this particular matter. And so I'm proud of the fact that so many of our entertainers have decided to make this an issue and act on it in such a fashion where it's actually, you know, making an impact. Like I said, I can't remember to date. I won't go into how old I am, but I can't remember to date the last time that's happened, if at any time it's happened, you know, at all.
I can't remember.
And so I'm just proud of the fact that so many of our entertainers, like such as 2 Chainz and T.I.'s and Questlove's, you know, have decided to make an impact in their own way, in their own right, with their platform. Mm-hmm. So all that said all the time about what our entertainers don't do or how they don't contribute or how they have a negative impact on our community, this is something, like I said, in my book, to be proud of. And I'm sure, you know, my partner over here, Bruce, echoes that. And I'll let him continue.
Wait a minute. Speak on Speak on Snoop Dogg for me, please. Speak on Snoop Dogg for me, please.
Now, Snoop stamped it too.
Stamped.
For all the real ones out there. He gave the different type of challenge, man. You know, go ahead and make a fool of yourself and be your Uncle Tom, be your Uncle Sam, and go out there and see if we don't roast you, see if we don't talk about you, see if we don't let you have it. You know, you take that how you want to take it, but Uncle Snoop, you can call him that on this one because, you know, he took the stance as an uncle. Like, come on now, I know y'all not gonna do that for Massa Trump. You know, I know we not going that route.
Yes, sir, Massa.
So I respect that wholeheartedly, Snoop. You're doing your thing.
Period. January 13th, 2017. Bernie Sanders proposed legislation that has a 74% approval rating in the United States. He proposed we import our drugs from Canada because they're cheaper there. For the exact same drugs that are made in America are cheaper in Canada. Some of those drugs, Crestor, cholesterol problems. In Canada, $160. In America, $730. Abilify for depression, which is a growing pain in our side in America, for whatever reason. In Canada, $436. In America, $2,626 for the same daggone pill. My little nephew got asthma. Advair is a medicine for asthma. Canada, $212. In America, $980. So my man Bernie Sanders says, let's fix this. Let's just import it from Canada. We know that the pills are being made in America according to our own FDA standards. But since you don't want to give it to us at the right price, we'll get it from them. 74% of America said that was okay. It was shot down. You know why it was shot down? Even though 70% of the people wanted it? Because the pharmaceutical companies gave hundreds of thousands of dollars to people like Democrat Cory Booker. And guess what? He voted against the bill that another Democrat proposed to get us cheaper pills. Why do I say this? Why do I say this? Because if you go perform at that show, you are just like the pharmaceutical lobbyist. You get money to make the wrong decision and adversely affect the people who look up to you. Call yourself a lobbyist. It's another thing Trump bought. Because you can't come back next week and talk about Trump when he gave you however much money he gave you, Miss Michele. You can't come back. When you talk about him next time, you know what he's going to say? She didn't say that when she performed at my inauguration.
She didn't say that when she performed at my inauguration.
You're a lobbyist. You're a lobbyist for the degradation of the black people. You're getting paid to go against our interests. We have a movement here. Nobody else wanted to go on that stage, not because they didn't need the money, not because they didn't think it was important, but because we were making a statement. And when you take that money and use it against us, you have been lobbying for the degradation of black people and colored people and brown people and immigrants in America. That's what you've done. I'm off it. I'm off it. Don't worry about it. You do what you do. I don't mean to harp on you, Chrisette. Miss Michele, with all respect, I've never seen you do anything like this. It's not like Kanye. And I'm going to reach to him at the end of this show. Yeah, he got a footnote here. I thought I was done with him. But I'm not, because he's not done being a coon. But there's another side to this, young lady. Don't you know that these white folks got conspiracy theorists preparing for a riot that's not going to happen? Don't you know that they got motorcycle groups and gangs coming to show up? Don't you know that there's somebody on the internet right now telling a thousand Trump supporters to show up with their guns? It's dangerous. The question is it right for celebs not to accept the invite? Yes, it's right, because it's dangerous. Who do you think they're going to turn their guns at? Who do you think this angry mob of racist, ignorant people are going to turn their guns at? It might be you. It's not going to be them. I got one last thing to say. Why are we talking about this on a hip-hop show? This is hip-hop, people. This is your life. This is our life. This is hip-hop. Politics is hip-hop. We've been doing it since the beginning. Ask Public Enemy. Ask Dead Prez. Ask Paris.
Come out to the box.
And I know you know that. That's why you're tuned in. Instead of being tuned into that inauguration, you're tuned in right here. And we love you for it. Last thing. Kanye West, you're still a coon. I can't believe it. On the LA Times, just right now, I got a text message from Paula Renee Taylor, where the LA Times says the reason why you weren't picked, even though you were the obvious pick, because you went and saw him and you thought he was your friend, your boy Trump said, we can't have Kanye. We're looking for a more traditional America. We're looking for a more traditional American inauguration. And once again, you turned out to be the tap-dancing, coon-faced bum that you are. You thought you was his friend? You thought he was listening when you talked to him about your Yeezys, your leather sweats? He's laughing at your face, in your face. And now everybody can laugh with him. Because you've proven yourself to be the coon. You've proven yourself to be worse than Chrisette Michele, simply because this is her first time. But ain't no more passes. Tell him again. What Snoop say?
Come out to the box.
Go ahead and be Uncle Tom if you want to. Go ahead. It ain't a good look for you. It's not a good look for you.
I'm done. I hope this was an exciting show. I'm not doing no shout-outs today. The shout-outs are coming later. I might scroll them up on the screen. But this is important, y'all. This is important. Turn that TV off. We're going to give you something to watch. Watch the real.
Come out to the
The basement.